Okie dokie. So I'm doing some science here. This is probably one of the most schizophrenic lines of code that I've ever written. So we have some triggers in this field, or a trigger. To start things off, at the very start of the map, none of the triggers will be touchable except for the ones first in line. Blue will occupy it. When a red character enters the trigger field, it'll say that the trigger, or the thing is being contested. When that happens, some triggers get placed here. Both of them are detecting whether or not something is not present. So in this case, is blue 4 present, is op 4, or sorry, blue 4 not present, op 4 not present. If, blue 4 is present and op 4 is not present, for example, I believe it will just put... It takes about 10 seconds to activate. I had it set to condition met for X amount of time. It will say the Republic has seized it, and it'll reset the whole thing. Then Op4 can go again, it's being contested again, yada, yada, yada. But this time, if Blue 4 is not present, and both of those triggers are counting down, so now it's like, okay, all right, which side is going to be here for the longest time, blah, 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 blah. And then it detects that Op4 is the one on the point for long enough. This Taropod, which is our respawn vehicle, it's going to be invisible. That way we can put it inside of structures, as well as the Venator, so people don't spawn on the ceiling. That now gets pushed back to Besh, and there will be some other triggers set up over here. But, when Blue 4 decides to hop back on that shit, it'll say the thing is being contested. So basically, as soon as one Blue 4 guy steps on the trigger, it snaps back into place, and it will... basically start the tug-of-war thing. This is sumo wrestling. Once, if red is controlling the trigger or whatever, if red is on that trigger and blue walks on, sumo starts, and now one side has to push the other off in order to either, nothing will happen if blue doesn't have it and they don't capture it, but if blue hops on it and they push red off after 10 seconds of controlling it, it's a 10-second countdown, or not countdown, I think condition met. So there needs to be no op4 on the base for 10 seconds, and then it'll seize it, and then everything behind there will get set back again, yada, yada, yada. This is going to be complicated, but it should work. And then obviously there will be a respawn module linked to the Taropod that'll just be like player, frontline, whatever, or something like that. When we'll do 6 total, right? So we'll have 4... and then one aboard the ship. I'll just have the 2 Taropods just sort of be pushed back, and I'll make like a gateway threshold. So once we lose our last stand, we have to be on the Venator. But that's how we're looking so far.